Hey, welcome back to Trucking California with LX 18. We are up here in Sparks, Nevada. We're at the Costco in Sparks, Nevada, and we got to start unloading this crazy load of plants. I agreed to this load and then found out there was a ton of hand stack. They're sending in reinforcements a little bit later on, but we got to start this thing on our own. The appointment is at 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. It's time to roll over there and get in the dock, but you know what that means. Time for you guys to roll the music. Let's go. Look at that sunrise, baby. Sunrise. All right, we went and checked in, but it's kind of a zoo around here this morning. We got all the docks are full. I was looking at the appointment sheet. Some of these guys have like 7:30 appointments, 9:30 appointments, something like that. So it's one of those things, man, where it's basically first come first serve, but they make you have an appointment. And actually, so my appointment on my paperwork says 5, but the appointment on their sheet says 6 a.m. So, you know, it's one of those things. But we'll just wait for a door, and once we get a door, we'll start unloading all this hand stack stuff, man. Here, I'll show you guys footage right here of what it looked like them loading it yesterday, if you didn't watch the previous video. These guys are still loading it up, and they got all these tall trees left, and there's a lot of them, and they're running out of room. He said he thinks he's gonna get them in there, but he's not positive, so we'll see. All right. So when they said they were gonna send me help, they didn't tell me they were gonna send me the freaking A-team. Tony came in with his nephew. I didn't even have time to record anything because they jumped in and were sprinting around the trailer. So I didn't get in the dock until after 6, and it's 7:30 and we're done. So yeah, these guys, we got 6 racks or 8 racks for Reno, and that's it. So we those guys, I'll have to get some footage. I'm going to Reno. That's where he's at right now. He's got a whole truckload of hand stack to unload, and so I've got those racks for Reno that wouldn't fit on his truck because he's got so much hand stack. So I'm gonna get some footage of him over there because you're gonna be amazed by how he works. And well, I appreciate it because they just saved me hours, and I mean hours. My back was already locking up when they showed up, and I had only done like, I don't know, like 8 pallets out of the 35 that we needed to do. No, maybe not even 8. I think I only did like 6, and I was already like getting worn out. I think that, you know, the sleep issue, not getting enough sleep and then trying to do physical labor is always a bad idea. I tried to avoid that by coming up here early so I could get some sleep, but still wasn't able to get a ton of sleep. I slept good for the 4 hours I slept though. I slept real good. All right, let's get down the road to Reno. All right. And I don't think you guys understand how much I needed those guys' help. I just wasn't feeling it this morning. The first 5 pallets took it out of me, and I pushed a couple more pallets out, and then I was just like dragging, man. I was dragging, and it was the big trees, you know, mostly first, and those they're heavy, man. They're heavy, and so that's those guys showed up just in time, man. The cavalry arrived, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man. So we're gonna head over here. I got racks for Reno. Well, you guys saw that. I already said this. I'm just trying to kind of talk through what we got going on right now. But I already told you guys that stuff. So we got stop traffic right here in the littlest big city in the world, or the smallest big city in the world, or whatever they call this place. So if you need to get in, you can get in right here, buddy. Come on in. Come on in. I had a feeling the way he was slowing down, like he was like, oh crap, I didn't realize this line of traffic was going to be back this far. I saw the red line on my GPS, so I already knew. All right. Yeah, I'll just check in with you guys when we get over there, and I'll show you guys some footage of Tony and his nephew just rocking and rolling on these hand stacked loads, man. Rocking and rolling, rolling and rocking. Here I had to slow down the footage a little bit because Tony was in the background moving too fast. That's his nephew there in the foreground, and I only got a short clip because the people at the Costco started saying, hey, why are you taking pictures? Are the trees broken again? So I said, no, that's not what it is. Hold on, I'm just trying to get stuff for YouTube. All right, man, we got out of there. I helped Tony unload most of his, and then he just had a few racks for them to take out, and then he was going to add all the racks back in from all the racks back in from that were used, the empty racks. So man, but it's a lot quicker with someone like Tony. A lot quicker. Tony's a go-getter, man. He's killing it. So he once the trailer started getting empty and the pole started getting a little longer to get it back to the back of the trailer, then he slowed down a little bit. I hopped in there and started grabbing some stuff, but other than that, I was on the pallet jack most of the time over there at the Reno drop. I was just at the pallet jack keeping that stuff. Once he filled a pallet, I'd move it out of the way so that he could keep filling another pallet. One of those situations where you're just trying to stay out of his way and let him work. Let the man work. But anyway, yeah, I'll check in with you guys. I'm gonna stop up here at the top over here through the pass. Not at the very top, but once you start going back down, there's a Burger King with some truck parking and stuff, and I think it'll be a quick and easy stop for me to get there and get some food in my belly, and then keep on trucking. And the goal is to get through Sacramento and Modesto without too much of a slowdown. I mean, it's Friday. It's gonna be some traffic, but the earlier the better, And it's only 11 o'clock, so we're doing good. We should be dropping down into Sacramento in at about 2 o'clock, 2:15 after we stop. So, yep. Oh, got one. All right, I'll catch up with you guys when we get up the hill. Get over this mountain. All right, so this is a little embarrassing. Here on the side of the freeway, these guys came up yelling at me. I let someone else close my doors for me. I didn't double check it, and so that's a bummer. I look like an idiot. Oh man. Glad nothing bad happened. We're good to go. All right. After all the good things I said about Tony too. All right, let's get the heck off the side of the road. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Well, this sucks. We're not even to Truckee and we're stopped. I mean, we're rolling a little bit here and there, like 5 miles an hour, but it's pretty thick traffic. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard any chatter on the CB. I was kind of waiting. I might chirp at some people coming up and just be like, hey, what's the deal? What's going on? I don't know, man. Anyone know what's going on westbound?
Yeah, down the one lane at the bridge, a couple of miles in front.
10-4, thank you. All right.
10-4, thank you.
That is what's going on. We're going down to one lane up ahead at the bridge. All right. Sounds like fun. But not really. Not at all, actually. Because I'm hungry and I want to just get to that dang Burger King. It's like an hour away from here. But now it's going to be like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a hell of a backup.
Yeah.
Looks like we got holy shizzle nizzle.
Did he say a holy shizzle nizzle?
I came through 2 nights ago.
All right. I'll catch up with you guys when we finally get through all this. All right, we got up over here by Immigrant Gap, and we're gonna stop and get some BK all day. Have it your way, and yeah, looking forward to it. Man, look at that burnt up Corvette. That sucks. So I'm gonna run in here, get some food, and then we'll get right back on the road because I'm not trying to hit all the Sacramento and Modesto ripping traffic that you know. Not trying to. All right, let's go get some food. All right, got my BK. It's time to go. Let's get in the truck. Trying to get hit by a car. Let's go. All right, we made it, and we're just gonna drop the trailer over here so these guys can load it, and we'll be ready to take off. First thing, first load next week will be one of these loads. So let's see. I think we can squeeze. I think we can. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. So I'm gonna come around over here and drop the trailer just next to this other one. And oh man, they put these cones here and these metal stakes. They're trying to challenge me, aren't they? Aren't they? Anyway, slalom, got a little slalom course going on. But anyway, yeah. So we, I just gotta. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna take the left side of the road. We're gonna be like England right now, right? That's just how this one goes. That's how it goes. And I think I want to use the front area to turn around right here. I think this will be be better for me. I think this is better. Slide this thing right on next to the other trailer, and then we'll go park this thing at the yard and go home. We got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff. So it's a busy weekend. Every weekend from now until we move is a busy weekend. So it's just non-stop. We're going full speed, man, full speed. So just drop this thing over here. They're gonna load it up with a ramp, or I told them they could back it down with one of their trucks if they wanted to. But last time my tanks scraped when I went into this dock, so no thanks, I'm good. All right, just gotta drop the trailer. All right, and just like that, we've got El Hueso and we've got Queso Blanco again. Once they separate, it's not El Hueso Queso anymore. Now we got El Hueso and Queso Blanco. All right, let's go home, man. Let's go home. All right, now we can make our way back to the yard where I park. It's about 15 minutes away, and we'll be done for the weekend. But when we get over there, I'll break down the numbers for the week, man. And remember, we had that Mother's Day load. We had we got loaded on Mother's Day, but it didn't deliver until Monday. Then we had issues getting another load on Tuesday. We ended up doing a local load down south. Then we came north on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we just did this one. It's Friday afternoon now. So I want to show you guys this horse. Is it because I'm moving to Tennessee that I'm like getting into horses now? I just like those like multicolored ones. White and brown. They look cool. I like them. Anyway. All right, let's get the heck out of here. All right, we made it back to the yard. I'm ready to go home. I spent 7 hours at home yesterday, but it wasn't like being home. So I'm glad to be done for the weekend. It's Friday at 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that somewhere is right here, right here. But no, I'm glad glad to be home for the weekend, and got a bunch of stuff to do, but hey, at least I'm gonna be at home with the family. And all right, we gotta break down these numbers. Sorry if that wind's blowing on you. Sorry. Okay, so this week we did a convoy load. We did 2 tow news and a load down to what is it called? San Diego from LA. So we deadheaded up from LA, and then we got 2 tow news in the Inland Empire, and then in Commerce, and then we got a load from Pico Rivera, which is LA, down to San Diego. So yeah, that whole thing kind of was weird. And then we got a load that only paid $1,400 to come back, and so we were just struggling all week, man, struggling. And then we got one of these nursery loads, which was rad, but it's still, you know, it was a lot of hard work today. I didn't get a lot of filming done because we were just working nonstop. I felt bad anytime I had to take a break because Tony was just kicking butt, man, kicking butt. So anyway, so it works out to about $6,000, a little over $6,000 for the week. So not great, not great. And I did just under 1,900 miles, for the week. So that takes us to right around $330 a mile for our rate per mile, which sounds good. Normally I'd be happy with $330 per mile, but with only 1,900 miles done in this week, 1,900 miles would work out to about 8,200 miles per month if you really like extrapolate it out, like for all 12 months. That's why I don't love breaking it down every week, because I think that breaking it down by the month is better, but I've only done like 1 monthly recap so far, so I don't know if we're ever going to get that far. It's hard for me to compile all of that, and it takes time that I don't have. It's really easy for me to do the mileage for this week and stuff. It's all right there on the log, and everything's just easy. So anyway, so that works out to about 8,200 miles per month. So if I extrapolate the 1,900 miles that I did this week across like my whole year, then my number that I need, you know, for me to pay all my bills, you know, keep everything moving at the house, pay the truck, pay for the high fuel prices, everything included for my life, for me to like be happy, would be $327 per mile at 8,200 miles per week. Do you see why the rate per mile thing is kind of silly? Because it really just depends on how many miles you run. So it's better. Rich Taco always brings it up. Revenue per day, revenue per week is a much better indicator of success and failure. I think that understanding your per mile is good, because you need to know when it's worth the fuel and when it's not worth the fuel. Something might sound like a good rate, but then you start looking at the mileage included and deadhead miles and trying to get out of a bad market and all that kind of stuff, and you can kind of understand, you know, make a better decision based on that rate per mile. But in general, like, unless it's like, you know, $5 a mile, then I'm not really thinking per mile. I'm just looking at revenue, and then making sure the rate per mile makes sense for the fuel cost. But ultimately, $6,250 of revenue is not going to cut it for me to meet my goals, you know, every week. It works, you know, you have these weeks, and then you got to have good weeks on top of those. But we haven't had a good week in a while, so I don't know. We'll see what happens next week. I got something planned. I got something up my sleeve, so hopefully it works out, and hopefully we can build on the first load we have booked and all that good stuff. But that's it, man. That's it for this video. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Sorry I don't answer more comments like I used to, but just know I love you guys. I appreciate the comments, and man, I'll see you guys on the next load. Peace.